The Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying the retrospect as well as posting notices in Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Marygold School, Lyon Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnemede Public School District website. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, board members.
Mrs. Dare?
Here.
Ms. Beebe?
Here.
Mr. Buckon? Ms. Davidson?
Here.
Mr. Lego? Here. Mr. Murray?
Here.
Ms. Panzarella?
Here.
Ms. Spalding?
Here.
Do you have a quorum?
Mr. Buckheim is downstate his son, who is serving our country in Hawaii for this holiday season, so that's why he's not here. Also present is Mr. Iannucci, Superintendent, Dr. McCarron, Business Administrator, Mrs. Yezzi, Principal, Bingham Downing School, Mr. Phil Silva, Vice Principal, Bolt School, and Mr. Frank Hine, Supervisor of Building and Grounds. At this time, I need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of October 17th.
And to make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Motion made by Naomi, seconded by Patty. Any questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella? Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I also need a motion for the financial report, period ending October 2017.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Angel, seconded by Maria. Roll call.
Ms. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I'll turn the mic over to Mr. Iannucci.
We do have a presentation tonight. I want to thank Ms. Maggi and members of the Volts Middle School Select Choir, who I have on my agenda. They're going to perform for us tonight. Ms. Maggi, as always, you want to say a few words after you settle? You're more than welcome to. Thank you for coming tonight.
Good evening, my name is Melissa Maggi, and I'm here with the Middle School Select Choir. They're going to sing a song from you, and hopefully we get to see you at our winter concert, which is at Triton Auditorium on Wednesday, December 6th. Before they sing, I just wanted to introduce this group. So this is Middle School Select Choir. It is an audition-only choir that is based not on seniority but ability. And so what that means is when they audition, they have to only not have a good voice, a good sounding voice, and sing well, but they have to also be able to sing and hear harmonies, maintaining a balance across from each other, and that is why they stand in this arc so that they can hear each other while singing songs at a high school level and sometimes beyond. Some of our students are auditioning for our high school choirs at our neighboring technical schools when they're going into 9th grade next year or the following year. In order to be in select choir, not only do they have to audition, but I also require that they be in either middle school chorus or middle school band, some in both. And so while they have morning rehearsals before school and after school for middle school chorus and band, I see them 2 to 3 times a week during advisories for select choir. Right now, I'm going to have them introduce themselves, tell you their name, what ensembles they are currently a part of, and how long they have been in select choir.
My name is Anna. I am in middle school chorus. I am in hand chimes and select choir, and I have been in select choir for a year and a half now.
Hi, my name is Carly. I'm in chorus, select choir, and hand chimes. This is my first year in select choir.
My name is Lisa. I'm in middle school choir, of course, and select choir, and I've been in select choir for 2 years.
My name is Meredith. I'm in middle school choir, hand chimes, and select choir. This is my second year.
My name is Nevaeh. I'm in chorus and select choir. This is my first year of select choir.
My name is Alyssa. I'm in middle school chorus and select choir, and I've been in select choir for 3 years.
Hi, I'm Kendall. I'm in chorus and select choir, and I've been in select choir for 2 years.
Hi, I'm Jenna, and I'm in middle school chorus and select choir, and I've been in select choir for 2.5 years.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. I'm in band, chorus, and select choir, and I've been in select choir for 3 years.
Girls were incredible. Yes. I'll see you guys on December 6th.
Excellent, thank you.
They're incredible. It was more than good. It was incredible. Oh, that's nice. I would like that.
I'm here all day, all night.
That's not always so nice, right?
Putting us in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it sure does. Correspondence, we did receive a report from Mr. Buckheim in regards to all of the, our yearly report that makes us feel like a bunch of slackers on all of the things that he did at the convention. Not that we weren't just as busy, but in an effort to hashtag going green. Is that good? Oh, yeah, that's not
my hand.
Okay,
It's
all
too
right.
late for my hand.
I
did email this to
Mr. Iannucci did email it to us so we could read it, and we didn't have to waste the paper, so, that is correspondence. At this time, we are open for recognition of, the public. Does anyone have any questions on the agenda items? If not, we will move along to the secretary's report, please.
Okay. Currently in the business office, we are finalizing grant submissions actually for the 17-18 school year. So while the grant period begins July 1, many times the grant doesn't always come out July 1. So we're in the process of making sure all those are finalized and approved by the county office and also by the state. We finished our submission for student aid to the state as well. Before and after care and food service have all been going well. We are continuing to move forward with that. We have made a couple revisions with our food service program in regards to charges for students, and because we are required to charge a certain amount for both reimbursable and non-reimbursable meals. We have our major review coming up with the county office. And then in curriculum, we are preparing for a CUSAC review, which will be happening in December. It's an interim review. Next year, we will have the full CUSAC review across the entire district. And we're preparing for testing at this point in time. So getting ready for the spring, which is coming up very quickly.
Thank you.
And to follow up on what I was telling Mr. B earlier, I will give you a review report to you, hopefully by the next meeting, because I think our meeting is the 12th. And our meeting is the following night, so I should have some more information about that for you. District enrollment study, we're up about 4 students since the last time we talked. We're still at 10 out of district placements, we're up to 868 students. A lot of things going on in the months of October and November. I do want to recognize a couple of the things, Red Ribbon Week activities, as well as a Peace and Respect. I know the nurses and counselors and staff did a great job organizing these events. Also, I was able to attend the Veterans Day ceremony. I know your dad was there. The kids did a great job. If you checked out the Facebook page or anything, they did a great job. on some of the activities they had for the veterans. It was nice to have them. I had bagels and coffee before the presentation, and just to hear the kids, it was great, and to share some of the stories the veterans shared was great. So kudos to them. As Ms. Maji said earlier, we do have the Bolts concert coming up on December 6th. You can attend over at Triton. They also have December 11th. This has been about the 4th year, I guess they've done it now, for the basketball games, the girls and boys doubleheader. Over at Triton on December 11th. It's at 6 o'clock.
7:30.
6 and 7:30.
So,
boys first
boys?
this year?
Boys
I
first.
can't remember.
That's a Monday evening?
It's a Monday night.
Monday evening?
Yep. So that's always a nice event for the kids to do that as well. As I told you in my report, the state is requiring us that each school district that designate a school safety specialist for each district. I'm designating myself, and I'll be responsible for the supervision and oversight for all school safety and security personnel policies and procedures in the district. We haven't got the final on when that's going to take place, but I'll try to keep it up to date the best I can. I've been to a lot of safety conferences over the last couple of years just to see what we're doing. We do a lot of good things here, but obviously room for improvement. I did have an opportunity to meet with the chief last week to finalize the MOA agreement, as I told you in an email, I think last week as well. It's basically the same MOA as the one that was adopted in 2015. We do sign it each year, but he was nice enough to come in and meet with me last week. We got that signed off, and I believe you're approving that tonight as well. Bus drivers, another hot topic in the state, requirements to make people go through to get that endorsement. Hopefully, there will be some changes to that, so we may have some more candidates. Bus drivers, what we're always looking. And that's, and just, again, the fundraisers activity, I know Ms. Schreiber, she was here earlier with the fundraisers for the Puerto Rico hurricane relief. She did a great job. Check out the website, the Facebook page. They donated a lot of stuff for that. We're also going to participate in the Stockman for Sailors. I know someone in town is organizing that. We're going to have a Stockman in each classroom, I believe, starting after Thanksgiving, to donate for that's a great cause, I think, for that. And the holiday committee, they were busy today giving out some boxes for some needy families in town, so that's always a great thing. And they also organized their list for families that staff members and local community people adopt and bring presents in. A lot of good stuff going on, so that's all I have. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions on any of the other reports?
I just had a question.
Sure.
When you were talking about the indoor air quality testing that you do. And I know Williamstown had a big problem. I actually talked to Charlie, he's superintendent down there. And I know sometimes you kind of panic with the indoor air sampling versus looking for areas that you're going to have a concern with. A lot of times your indoor air is not going to really tell you a whole lot. The two biggest concerns would be your outside air coming in, anything that can contaminate, chemicals and stuff like that. So I think sometimes before you do it, just like mold would be from condensate leaks or whatever. That was the issue that they had. They had that real that real cold spell that they came in there, and then they had like 5-6 days where they had that, the air was back on, their outside air was wrong, and they just had everything inside there wet. I know there was concerns about them where they said they thought nothing was done in the summer, and I saw some of the, the meetings that they had with people screaming and didn't know what they were talking about. But the big concern is you could actually go around and take a look at, areas above ceilings for mold, where you would have condensate leaks, your outside air, your ventilation systems, and you're probably going to be okay. Like I said, when you test the air, a lot of times when we would test the air samples, your outside air would actually come back better than your inside air all the time. So, but the other thing too is if you're concerned with mold, you want to do what's called surface testing, not just air testing, because mold grows on dust, on dirt. And when I was here in the summer, Mark took me around to the schools. I'm telling you, this place was spotless. Not only was it organized, but you just couldn't see dirt anywhere. And yeah, you're going to get some dust and everything. But when I was walking around, I'm looking at the ceiling time or anything like that, and I was just amazed how it was perfect. I've been to a lot of schools, I never saw anything like that. I mean, it took you to look like I'm looking for dirt, and I couldn't find it.
And, I mean, Frank.
Good job.
Frank.
And then that wasn't even an announced, walkthrough, by the way.
Frank and our maintenance and custodial staff do a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal.
And even in speaking with Frank, it's not that we have a concern. However, just like with the lead water testing that all schools were required to do across the state, it was something that we felt we were able to do that would be proactive, just to ensure the fact that we were aware. Even when individuals will come around who will be doing the air testing, you know, people will tell you, when you walk into a room, you can smell. There's an odor, there's a smell. They don't see that. So for us, it's more of just a preventative to show that we are doing our due diligence as a district in regards to safety, to try to be, not be reactive, but, you know, proactive in a situation.
You can still have air sampling and come back okay, you still have a lot of issues. Just,
Absolutely,
you know.
yeah.
Like I said, when I walked around, it was, like I said, I couldn't find anything. It was really, it was great shape. And again, that is a tribute to Frank for what he does, so.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.
That visit was unannounced too, it was after a school board meeting when one of the administrators, I said.
Yeah, Mark just invited me to.
I know, and I
was
just think
taking
it's
it to all
funny that
schools, but-
I had spoken to him the next day, and he was like, well, I just spent the morning walking Mr. Lego around, and I'm like, so I think it's awesome that you say that, your visit was totally unannounced.
Especially in our old building, like, our buildings are old.
Old, right.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I've been to a lot of schools, and
Right.
we've had different meetings with our groups, and I'd say this was tops, bar
See
none.
that, Frank?
I wanted to drop a piece on the floor.
I
just to
told
say
you, all
it
your hard work was very good.
I was totally impressed.
Any other questions, concerns? And thank you for your email in regards to that, because that's your area of expertise, and, you know, we appreciate that. PTA report, I don't think there's anything. I can tell you that, we're having after or before the 6th, we're having a friendlies night in Deptford, so if you are going to the, concert, you can go for ice cream afterwards, or ice cream for dinner, whatever you want. Chaz isn't here for Camden County Ed Services Commission. Naomi, I'm gonna go over to you from NJSBA report, if you don't mind.
I had attended several meetings, the one, at Board of Directors meeting last Friday. They were very impressed with the amount of school board members who volunteered their time to come to convention. They said they hit all 4 areas of their goals in raising money, attendance. They had 1 or 2 districts that had 100% attendance in their school board members coming to convention. They also said that they have, I believe it was a $10,000 grant from Dell Computers to put back into NJSBA to educate school board members. What was the other thing? And Cisco Corporation also gave a grant. Cisco, am I saying that correctly?
No, you're saying it right.
Cisco gave a $200,000 grant to New Jersey school boards for education and training. And this is the 8th consecutive year that our dues have not gone up. They're keeping them the same for training because they're getting corporate America to donate money to them. And
This Saturday, Naomi sat in for Chaz at the delegate assembly.
yes, and in the delegate assembly, they go over policies and they review things so that they could actually reword policies that would be effective to take to Trenton to the legislature. And one of those things that they were a lot of concern about was, the first one was about charter schooling, about the monies that are taken away from public funding, public schools. There's a lot of debate about the funding and what to do about that. So I believe that the resolution did not pass.
It did not.
It was, a lot of people for and against, it was a lot of the wordage, I don't have it exactly, but.
The wording was weird, excuse me for lack of better words.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was to
confusing.
change the wordage in the document. And charter schools in New Jersey actually have come to New Jersey school boards and they want to be a part of New Jersey school boards so that they can get training and they can get advocacy. But the problem is they don't pay dues like our public schools do. They don't pay dues to them. So there's a big debate right now in the board of directors whether that should happen or not. So we're trying to work with them
so that their leaders on charter schools can be more effective, more to lead better. But there's still a big debate on the funding, and I don't think that's gonna be solved anytime soon.
And Naomi was our voter, but Angel and I were guests, so that was different.
Definitely did.
Wasn't too bad. Black Horse Pike Regional School District, I don't believe that there's much, they just won a prestigious award. The Commissioner of Education's coming into my classroom on Monday after a 4-day break. We'll be ready to go. It was a Lighthouse Award, so that's always exciting. Negotiations, Angel?
Nothing yet, but it is coming soon.
Awesome. Anyone else have anything to say? Anything to talk about? No? All right, great. New business, property and transportation. I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 to 3.
I'll make a motion to approve items 1 to 3 under property and transportation.
Motion made by Maria, seconded by Dan. Any questions on the field trips or facility use? Or the little bus? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Personnel, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 7.
I'll make that motion to approve items 1 through 7.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Angel, seconded by Maria. I have a question. Why was number 7 just added? That wasn't previously taken care of?
No.
No? And that's within our budget?
Yes.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Finance, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 12.
I'll make that motion to approve items number 1 through 12 under finance.
Thank you. Motion made by Naomi, seconded by Dan. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes. Under curriculum, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 4.
I'll make the motion to approve items 1 through 4 under.
Motion made by Maria.
It's,
There's 5.
I'm sorry, 1 through 5, I'm looking right at it. 1 through 5. Maria made that motion, I need a second.
I'll second.
Patty? Any questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe? Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Policy and Public Relations, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 4.
I'll make the motion to approve items 1 through, I better double check.
Motion made by Maria, second by, I believe I had a second over here with Dennis first. Roll call.
Mrs.
I
Dare?
looked at the number 5 on the other one.
Mrs. Dare?
I'm sorry, yes.
With my one eye.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Oh,
Yes.
Mr. Lego? Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
At this time, we're open for any public comment. Does anyone have any public comments at this time? So, if not, there's no need for executive session, but I do want, everyone to have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. And also, did we confirm that we're going to have our reorg so everyone can make plans that date?
The date we have is
January 9th, that's good
Tuesday,
for you,
January
Ms.
9th.
Carnegie? Yeah, so we're gonna have our reorganization and our monthly meeting, yes, together in one day, so that way we don't have to come back the next week.
Nice.
And after polling the board, we're going to have every meeting after January, the 3rd Tuesday of every month. And that does not, in this calendar year, interrupt or conflict with any holidays or conventions or anything, so we'll be good. The only date that I was looking that it may be an issue with is be careful when we're looking at back to school nights. Because that's like that that in the early teens there in September, that we might usually have a back-to-school night, so we'll just have to remember that. So that's confirmed, third, January 9th. Oh yeah, what time?
We usually do reorg, you want to do it an hour earlier?
Yeah, why don't we start reorg at 6?
There's no committee meeting in January, so that would,
No.
that would be fine.
Okay.
So reorg at 6 and then regular meeting at 7, is it?
Angel, can you make it here at 6, or do you want to do 6:30?
6:30?
We-
6:30, we have to do it at 6:30 because of
Oh, that's
people who
fine.
work. 6:30.
Yeah.
6:30 for our reorg.
And
And then
regular
all
meetings.
other regular meetings will be 7. Okay?
Just put that word as
It'll be
following
worded
Still
to
doing
follow.
that.
for that, for January.
Yes.
Oh, great, yeah,
That's-
okay,
makes sense.
awesome. But we do have our next board meeting on December 19th.
Yes.
But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up in case your calendars look like mine and I have things in July already.
I should be doing I'm gonna share with the election, with the write-ins very
Sure,
quickly.
fine, stuff like that.
So real quick, with the write-ins for the election, we had a 3-year vacancy that was a write-in, and a 2-year vacancy for a write-in. In counting up the votes for the write-ins, Mr. Murray was the highest vote getter for both the 3-year spot and the 2-year spot.
Oh, so you can have them
Right, do
both.
Um,
It's fine, you're 4 and 5.
So, looking,
It's
my assumption was that whatever
Can you
position he
multitask?
chose not to accept would go to the second candidate who
Oh,
had
so
the
you get
highest
a
number of
choice.
votes. As per code, that is not necessarily the case.
Oh, forget it.
There's a part that says that if he doesn't accept the one position as the highest vote getter, that position remains vacant. If I am given the word from our school solicitor that that is how the code is interpreted, we will post for a board candidate that we can then,
She never got back to you on that?
it's out there, she's, I
She's
sent it for you,
investigating.
she's investigating as
Okay,
we speak.
alright,
However, though, if that's the case, we will be advertising
sure.
for December's board meeting, at which point someone will be appointed for 1 year,
In January,
in January, or it could be
December.
December, and that way we'd have a full board at that point.
okay. Does
So
that-
what do you want?
So we were under the impression that like you would take the 3-year and then whoever came in second place could take the 2-year, but we don't really think that that's how it works. So we will have to post, interview again real quick, any interested candidates, talk as a board, appoint someone next month, so then in January at reorg, we finally have a full,
So
Doesn't it feel like every writing
So
here
Mr. Murray,
changes?
yes, so
Like-
Mr. Murray will take the 3-year position,
yes,
and then that 2-year position is actually only gonna be a 1-year vacancy, at which point in November's election, it'll be a 1-year write-in that
Yes.
you'll be seeing there.
You got that, buddy?
It doesn't have to be a writing, they can put in.
no, they can put in for that
They
1
can put in
year.
for that,
Yeah,
yes.
you'll have time for
Yes.
petitions at that.
Yeah, you can put in for that, hopefully they'll just put in for that 1 year and they'll run, you know what I mean?
On that cycle.
Yeah, in that
And they
cycle.
gotta write it.
Yep. So
Right.
just stay vacant for the next 3 years, stay available.
Any other issues, questions?
Keep your Tuesdays
No?
open for the next 3 years.
I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to
You know, just in case.
Motion
I
made
will-
by Patty, second by Dennis, all in
Counted as
favor?
write-ins.
Ayes have it.